Hello, beautiful ladies. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this platform, we discuss topics on femininity, dating, and manifestation. Make sure to stick around till the end of the video. Like, subscribe, and comment to help me in the algorithms. And without much talk, let's get straight into today's video. Red flags could typically mean anything that you feel is maybe wrong or an unhealthy pattern or behavior from a relationship. So what do you need to do to avoid ignoring these red flags? Women, and as ladies, I know for a fact we are very prone to ignoring red flags, especially if you're in love with someone or if you feel like someone is really important to you and you don't want to lose them. You will ignore those red flags. I've been there, I've done that. So then this video is literally just going to be here to help you be able to know what to do, what you need to do when such a situation comes. Okay, so point number one, you may need to know your type. Be specific about it. What's your ideal man like? If possible, write it down. How does your man treat you? How does he make you feel? How does he dress? How does he carry himself? Does he respect you? Does he talk to you well? Does he treat you as a princess? Everything. Like, be very specific about what your type is, because then when you know what your type is, whenever something different comes along the way, you know that's not it. You know this is not what I'm putting up with. So like maybe red flags in a relationship could be someone who maybe disrespects you and calls you names. So if you know your type, if you know that the man that you'd like to be with would never disrespect you, then for a fact you know that this is a red flag. You know that this person that I'm with right now is a red flag. And what you're going to do is you're going to be able to discern and to like do the inner work and decide, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not putting up with this, babe. You cannot disrespect me like this and expect it to be okay. All right. So that's point number one. You need to know your type. Know the type of man you want. Know the type of feeling you need to feel when you're in a relationship. It'll be so much easier for you to help you avoid ignoring the red flags. The other thing is you need to know yourself. What is your self-worth? No, as a lady, you are the prize. You are the queen. Yes, you are everything to that man. So you need to believe that. You need to walk in that. You need to present yourself as the prize. Because the moment you take yourself as an option, and the moment you feel like you don't deserve to even be in that relationship, you will literally put up with anything. But now, once you are able to understand that you are the goal, everything changes. The game literally changes, because you won't put up with shit. You won't put up with the red flags, because you know you can get better relationship out there. You won't put up with garbage, I tell you, once you know your worth. So that is my second point. You really need to understand your self-worth. You really need to understand yourself, what you like, what you dislike, and things like that will really help you to avoid ignoring the red flags. The other point is you need to have options. Ladies, I'm not saying that you need to cheat. No, I'm not saying that you should date multiple men or sleep with multiple men. No, I'm saying you should have multiple options. Because don't put all your eggs in one basket, because even the guy himself is not doing that. I mentioned this in my other video that women, listen, these men are not talking to just you. They have a whole lineage of another community somewhere else. So do yourself a favor and have options as well. Because when you have options, it also makes you feel like you're important. Yeah, you're not really constrained to this one person. You're not, because you have other people. You have a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, whatever. Do not fuck around, for sure, because that is also not healthy. But also don't be enclosed to this one person, because then once they leave, it's going to be a whole other trauma for you. What you need to have is options. Have options. Keep your options open, such that when you feel like this person is not treating you well, just know that you can get it somewhere else. You can get it somewhere else, babes. And if the other person is also not going to be treating you well, girl, move on. move on. So you need to have options. Be very be very open to meeting other people, experiencing other friendships and stuff like that. Especially if the relationship or situationship is not defined, girl, have options. You're not married. If there's no ring on that finger, you are not married to this person. You are not accountable for this person. So you have your options. Another thing is you need to have your own life. Be independent of yourself. Do not be clingy to this man. Do not be let not your world revolve around him, because then once you do that, you'll have anxious attachment. Now what anxious attachment does for you is it makes you really scared of experiencing other relationship. It makes you really scared of moving on. It makes you really scared of going out there and trying to do new things. So have a life of your own. Go out on clubs, meet other people, date yourself, date other people, be able to experience fun. Yeah, have space outside of him, because then that will make you be able to be comfortable even when this man is being notorious, or if he's been behaving some type of way. It's easier for you to move on from that and still be okay. Because then the problem with us ladies is at times when we really love someone, we want them to be our everything. The moment we wake up, we need a text from them. We want to go to their place and hang out for weeks and weeks and weeks. What you're doing for yourself, as healthy as you might think that is, what you're doing for yourself is you're making yourself too attached to this person. So whenever they do something wrong, you will just blindly let it go, considering you probably already are in love with this person, or you really don't want to have anything else with anyone else. So have your own life, be independent. The other thing that I'd really advise you to do to avoid ignoring red flags from your man is to be financially stable. Have your own money, girl. Have your own source of income, because then when you have this, even the man himself will respect you, because they know you can survive without them. So let me tell you a secret. The reason why most men would mistreat you and would treat you poorly is because they know you cannot survive without them. Listen to me carefully. If a man knows you cannot survive without him, he will mistreat you. Like 1% of the men out here will still love you, will still care for you when they know that you are everything they are everything to you. But once this person knows you have no options, you're not financially stable, they will mistreat you. And these red flags will keep on happening again and again. They might honestly and really love you, but the fact that you are not able to stand on your own and you're leaning up on them consistently, girl, you will suffer. You will suffer and you'll keep on suffering. So this is the deal. This is the point, yeah? Be financially stable. Have a business of your own going. Have your own money. Even if you're taking money from this man, you take the money from him and save it aside. Do something important with it, such that when it comes to the time where you're seeing that it is becoming too unbearable for you to stay in, you can leave. You can literally leave. Okay, something that people are not keen on is the fact that men really know how to behave. When a man loves you, he will properly behave. He will behave like there's no tomorrow. He will love you with all his might, with all he is being. He will give that attention to you when he is in love and when he really knows that you are the one. But if you're not the one for him, you will see hell on earth. You will see hell on earth. Personally, I've experienced this because I really started dating at a young age, yeah? So these things are things that I've gone through. I've been in relationships with men who did not respect me. Not that they would beat me up or anything, no. You just see from how he's behaving, the numerous phone calls, the disrespect, maybe the lies and everything, the not spending on me. It's all because I wasn't stable on my own. They thought that I didn't have options, and it is true, I didn't have options. Because some of us ladies, when we love properly. When we love fully. and you won't tell me anything about my man. But then you need to realize that this man know what they want, and if you're not it is high time for you to stop ignoring those red flags. So you also need something else that maybe I have not mentioned. You also need to define what are red flags for you. The point where I said you need to know your type, also write down the things that you should not accept from a man. Yeah, write them down. Write all of them down so that you're not blinded. You're not blinded by the small things that this man can do for you. Because some men are very manipulative. They treat you poorly, but then they bring you gifts the next day. They beat you up and buy you a car. It's not happened to me, but these are stories you hear from other ladies. So know what your red flags are and do not ignore them. And once a man crosses that boundary, or once your partner crosses that boundary, leave. If you can't address the situation, leave. Girl, leave. Because again, you see, when you keep training or you keep teaching someone how to love you, they'll do it for that period of time. And once they're done with you, or once they're done with the need for you, they'll move on. They'll move on to someone who respects themselves. They'll move on to someone who knows themselves better. They'll move on to someone who is able to set boundaries and keep them. So you have to be that. You have to be that person to them. You have to be that person that doesn't accept bullshit. You have to be that person that keeps the boundaries and upgrades on and on and on. Okay, ladies? So these are some of the few points that I could get, or that I could teach you guys on what you need to do to avoid ignoring red flags from your partner. If you have any more comments, please make sure to put them in the comment section below. Like this video, share it with your friends, and do have a lovely day.